U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Washington Redskins. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he will lose yardage and be back. Backed up to the 24.
Ryan Carradine on the stop. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's make these babies. 2. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. I'm coming up to you. I'm coming. 5.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Here we go. Wide. Mike 56. Mike 56. You.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Smith. Josh Doxson's got it, complete. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, Haywood. 60-yard. Go.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins now. This is screen to Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 3-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, let's get set lunch. 54. Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw, Smith. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. First down, Redskins.
Here we go. Hey, Alpha, 90 Wolf. Get up the field. 2.
Smith on first down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Let's go. Let's go.
A gain on the play. First down, Washington.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Set, ready? 50, plant. 54. Hey, tight. Ready?
A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
Here we go. Came too soft. I'm coming for the son. Switch. Begin.
To the air again, Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Chopper!
No.
Smith! Snap!
2nd and 10, Smith again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Smith. It's brought in by Dodson. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ready up.
Mike's by 4. On deck, baby, on deck. Watch here.
A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th rounder from Stanford. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings 11-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Redskins with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Check. Slam. Go.
Now it's Smith. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
It's a gain of 48 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 yards on the play. First down.
At the 7-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Check three.
They'll run with Peterson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adrian Peterson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
To throw is Cousins. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 2nd down, Cousins again. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 23. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Second and 2 at the Redskins' 15-yard line.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no... further than that.
Deron Payne on the stop. No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 5-yard line.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for second and goal. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Amir Abdullah. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. There they got the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Vikings 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Do this.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin. And it's second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Let him know.
Smith now going to throw again. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Break.
55. Check 55. Mike.
Protein spill. Snap.
Third and long, it's Smith. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Throwing is Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Here's Cousins. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Bailey's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Smith. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the Redskin first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pilot, 64, Reese, get it.
The give to Peterson out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2.
Keep playing
At the 45-yard line.
all day.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
General West.
Here we go,
Here's Smith. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Washington.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing is Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Smith will bring his guys up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, here's Smith. And Davis with it left side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, high 7.
54 Mike, 54
Smith now to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Peterson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Ready to break.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Get that quarterback here, line. Get him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Yep.
Banjo. Right there.
Now Smith. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Vernon Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins, and he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
55. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Out. Pick the edge.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Go! Dirty base. Go!
Smith. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, 2 hands. 2 hands still works.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
54.
Go!
54. Man, that's trash.
Greystone, Travis.
Now Smith. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
First. Go ahead.
On third down, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. He'll have a first down past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 11 more on that one and another first down. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. The throw over the middle taken in, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, Cousins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Now Cousins on fourth down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just thinking what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And now it's second down.
Set, ready? 90 Wolf.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Smith. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Throwing now, Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the pass?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Hey, Alpha.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ben Gideon came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Smith. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on it and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were